Hi everybody, today I'm trying to build a tool to estimate comic book prices. Does it even help us? Can I do it? Let's take a look. So today I'm trying to build a tool to estimate the prices. And of course I have a spreadsheet like I always do. I've broken up by common, uncommon, rare, etc., all the different rarities. If we look at the floor price, can we try to estimate what we think some of the other prices might be? And does that help us? Is that a waste of time? And if we find anomalies, can we use that to our advantage? Let's go take a look here. Okay, so here is the spreadsheet that I created. And you can see over here on the side, I have the different tiers. And then right here, I have the floor price. So I actually went through, and today, it says it's updated here, December 2nd, 2021. I put in all the floors, which was kind of a pain. I went through the market and looked at them. And then the algorithm is then computing the uncommon, rare, ultra rare, and secret rare. And then over here is the actual secret rare floor. I went and looked once again in the market. And really why I did this is because what you're trying to do, in my mind, is develop patterns, and then you're looking for comics that don't follow the pattern. And there's various reasons for that. But once you then, think about it, can you determine if something is overpriced, underpriced, and that could create a buying or selling opportunity? So let's first look at it a little bit, and then we'll determine. So one of the interesting things here is that the algorithm for the S tier, the A tier, and the B tier is actually different. And it's basically because of demand. So, for example, in the S tier, here's the floor price. The uncommon is 1.8 times. The rare is 3.6 times. The ultra rare is 10 times. And the secret rare is 300 times the floor price, which is amazing. And so that's what the algorithm was computing. And you can see it's very close to what the actual secret rare floor was. So that's great. If you look at the tier A here, you can see that these are the floor prices. This Amazing Spider-Man actually went up quite a bit today. And the uncommon rare, these are a little bit, if you were to look at them in the market, they're not exact, but they're close. And the secret rare, as you can see, is pretty close. The secret rare is 9,000 in real life, and the algorithm computed 9,400 or 500, so pretty close. Same with Fantastic Four. What's interesting, though, is that these last three, Daredevil, Fantastic Four 5, and Ultimate Fallout 4, they followed some of these patterns, but then their secret rare prices are really off. So my algorithm says that these should be around $4,000 to $5,000, but currently they're sitting at $2,000 and then $1,700 for Ultimate Fallout 4. So the question is, of course, is A, do these three comics here actually belong down in tier B? And that's possible. Or will these comics at Secret Rares eventually catch up to what the pattern is? I don't know. Once again, this is a bunch of mumbo jumbo here. This is for more entertainment, not financial advice, as we always say. But it's interesting. It's interesting to see this. So we'll have to see what happens. I would say, because these are big books, that probably they'll catch up. And that's why I have invested. I did buy a couple of these, so I invested in the Fantastic Four 5 and the Daredevil 1, and we'll find out if I'm right. If you look at Tier B down here, you can also see some other things. So this is a little bit different. For example, the secret rare is only times 45 the floor price, rather than up here, remember, it was times 130. So if any of these books were to actually move into tier A, then we could see that. So once again, we're looking for anomalies here, and the first one that you'll see that kind of, because a lot of these are very close. Like look at Carnage here, Amazing Spider-Man 361. You can see the secret rare. My algorithm computes at 1,500. The actual is 1,000. So maybe this is a buying opportunity. Maybe this will move up eventually. I don't know. Avengers 8 and Thor 337 are rough because they have such small minted numbers, as is Hitmonkey. The one that stands out, of course, is Hitmonkey, because it's actually selling at the floor is at 6,200. But my algorithm, if you follow the pattern,
of the other comics in this one should say it's around 2,300. So this is once again an anomaly. So why is that? And my guess there is that I think that is just, such a massive cult following. There's only 250 of those because it's a small mint number, and those people love that book and they're not letting it go. So other one would be Journey into Mystery 85, which is Loki. My algorithm shows it should be around 1125, but it's at 2700, and it's once again, I think Loki's a really well-known character, and there's 600. So another thing is that the secret rares is generally 600. Now there are less with those really low minted ones like Avengers 8 or Thor 337, but for the most part it's always 600. So that's interesting. New Mutants 98 is another one where if you use my algorithm it should be around 630, but the secret rare floor is at 1,500, and this New Mutants 98 is the first appearance of Deadpool, which obviously a huge character played by Ryan Reynolds, and I always keep harping that I think the common is undervalued, but I think people know it enough that they went and purchased the secret rare, and that's why it's at 1,500. So that's an interesting one. Tales of Suspense 52 and 57. So 52 is Black Widow and 57 is Hawkeye, and Hawkeye is actually, right at what you would think based on its floor. Now, if the floor comes up, so for example, let's say the Hawkeye's floor moved to, $24 or $20, then you would see that, it would move to 900, and so that's something to watch for. So if you're seeing this floor move, then you're like, oh, maybe I would go and grab the secret rare. I think it's going to jump. It may take a couple weeks, but that's once again why I built this spreadsheet. I can't remember what he was at. Was he at 12? I can't remember what he's at. I'll just put 12 in here. And then the other one to look at, of course, was Thor 337. Once again, it's much larger than the actual, and I just think it's tough because this low mint number throws some of the stuff off. Well, that's about it for this spreadsheet. And I just wanted to show it to you because these are some of the things that I think about. Obviously, I enjoy making these types of spreadsheets. If you think it'd be valuable, put it in the comments below and I could make this available to people. You could go through and put in whatever common floors that you wanted. You could say, oh, I want to figure out if Spider-Man 14 ever went to $50, what would happen here? And what would the secret rare do? So you can do some of those calculations with this. And, who knows, maybe these algorithms or these, it's completely messed up. Once we get another, 50,000 or 500,000 people in the system, maybe, all of these things are not valid. But I thought it was fun and I'd show it to you today. Let me know if you're interested in it. I thank you all for watching my videos. Take care.